Welcome back to the Quick Focus Blueprint program. I am your focus coach, Jim Quick, and let's get into today's lesson. I just got off a plane and it's inspired by the person that was sitting next to me on the plane. We don't know each other. He was telling me about how much work he has to get done and he's excited to be on the plane because he could really focus. And I'm like, whenever I hear the word focus, I like my ears perk up. And I noticed throughout the entire time, there was Wi-Fi on the plane. He was not very focused because he must have had 10 different browsers open. He had his social media up. He was always checking his Instagram and all these different things. He had a movie going on in the background. And so what I want to share with you now is, in this lesson, I want to give you some tools, specifically some resources that I use online, because online is just one big massive distraction, right? That's 95%, maybe 99% of the internet. What I want to do here is share with you some resources, some various software or apps that will really help you to stay focused. Okay, so I'm going to list these quick. You can write them down and search for them online. But one of the ways to leverage yourself when it comes to getting things done, you leverage yourself through other people, right? One of the great ways to get things done is to delegate. And we talk about that. Another way of leveraging yourself and getting more done are using strategies, right? Systems. You have systems in place, processes, step-by-step procedures. So you have these routines, so you don't have to overthink things. You have clarity, and because you have systems, it allows you to leverage and get more done. But another way of leveraging yourself to get more done, meaning that it's a force multiplier, like with the same amount of input, you get more output, more rewards, more returns, are using actual tools. And so what are some resources that could help you to focus while you're online? The first one I want to mention is available on the web, on Mac, PCs, on your iOS. It's called Freedom. And this is really incredible for blocking distracting websites that you come across on various devices. And so it's an all-in-one distraction blocker, if you will. It can be used on your mobile devices, it can be used on your computer, and all you have to do is install it. And all you do is, if you want to stay away from, let's say, Facebook at a certain hour, you could set up Freedom to say, like, hey, Freedom from this time to this time. And during that time, Freedom will automatically start running, and it won't allow you, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, go on to that site and see what people are posting. If you know, with the episode we did on routines and habits, you know your own habits, you could really set up Freedom to counter and to be able to support yourself during those key times that you need to be able to really focus and concentrate. You can check it online. Again, it's called Freedom. Another great tool for you to be able to use is something called Cold Turkey. And this is for Windows users. I don't know how many Windows users there are, but this is help you to be able to have greater self-control. And so similar to Freedom, Cold Turkey allows you to block off certain applications, certain URLs, so you're not going to certain places and keeping you focused that way. And there are a number of these, and my goal in listing some of these tools is for you to pick one. The great thing about tools is it supports you. And so Cold Turkey is something that you could look into. It has a really good interface, which allows you to schedule focus sessions. Another one, okay, this is called Focus Booster. Focus Booster. We mentioned in one of the lessons, we talked about the power of the Pomodoro technique. And so this is something that you could use to be able to work within 20-25 minute sessions. So it has its own Pomodoro timer, it has a tracker, and it's great data that will actually come from this and automatically records into your work, into your timesheets. Which is great, because if you want to be able to manage something, it helps to be able to measure it, right? And so another tool that a lot of our clients use is a tool called self-control, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a free website, and it's a blocking app for Mac. So basically, if you wanted to put together a list, let's say Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Reddit, Vine, Pinterest, Facebook. You could put that on your self-control on like a blacklist, and then you won't be able to access those. And so another thing you could look into, and it's called self-control. Self-control. Another one that I use, some of our team uses this also, something called Stay Focused. Stay Focused. And it's available. I believe it's on Chrome. So if you're online, you could use it if you use a Chrome browser. It's like one of those Chrome extensions. And like the other blockers, it allows you to selectively block time-sucking websites that really get in your way. And so one of the big advantages of Stay Focused, and it's STAYFOCUSD. So there's no E in there. It's just Stay Focused with a D at the end. One of the advantages is it also has a timer. And so if you want to give yourself a maximum of like, let's say 30 minutes on Facebook, Twitter also as well, then you could set that up in advance, which is amazing. You could do that. And once your time is up, it won't let you extend the time. There's no snooze that gives you extra time at the end. And so that's good. It keeps you focused. It also has an option on there called Nuclear, which blocks everything on your list, and it can't be deactivated. And so again, this is something that you could employ, these tools, and to be able to replace your willpower in the beginning until it becomes a habit. Because one of the best ways to have better concentration, better focus, is just to eliminate the distractions where your present focus is going to. And so those are your tools. I'll give you one more. There is one called Focus, and it's for the Mac, and it's really good inspiration. And so if you're looking for inspiration, because it's not just instruction, it's like little motivational quotes. It allows you, yes, to block specific websites, because a lot of these do the same thing, so you could look into it. But it also shows you quotes, and basically it's preloaded with a number of inspirational quotes that kind of keep you on track, keep it in your mind always. And so you could look into that also as well. The last one that I want to share with you is probably one that you're already using if you've done anything in the area of time management, and it's called Rescue Time. Rescue Time. And it's available for the Mac, it's available for Windows. I think it's available for Android also as well. But this is a tracking time app specifically for projects. You could do some blocking also as well. It's interesting because, again, in order to be able to manage something, you need to be able to measure it. But most people do not realize how much time they're wasting day to day on various sites, because you lose track of time when you're going down this incredible rabbit hole of cat videos or whatever people tend to be watching. It's so easy to go to the next. So Rescue Time, it blocks the distracting websites, but it does a lot more. It runs on the background of your computer and your mobile devices, and it can provide you with real detailed reports so you're knowing exactly down to the minute where you're spending your time, so you know where to be able to get some of that time back. Because some people will make big changes in their productivity just with the awareness of like, wow, just like when we talk about the foods that we eat, sometimes we eat mindlessly because we're distracted and we're watching television or we're on our phones and we overeat. Same thing with our time that we're spending, because sometimes we're so into whatever we're doing and our focus is on the wrong place and we're losing this time. But sometimes seeing that you spend 8 hours or something else like that on some of these sites, then it'll help you to be able to make a shift. The final one I'm going to share with you is called Zero Willpower. Zero Willpower. And it's really best for people who want a simple website blocker on your phone. And you could look into it. It's a great option if you want to disable distracting websites. It's also extremely simple to use. It's extremely straightforward. And it has some various options on there for adding websites and setting timers. There's nothing really incredible about it, but it's simple. I think it's either free or maybe it costs $1 or something like that. And it's something definitely worth looking into. So that is our lesson today. Our lesson today is this, is look at the tools that are available to you, because it's not just having to get using conscious effort. Maybe it does, but if you're procrastinating, if you're getting distracted, then look at some of the software, some of the tools, some of the apps that are out there that will help you to hone your focus better. And so these are just some of the ones that you could look into. You could obviously go online and do a search for some of the ones that you find that work the best. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to go into the comments and then share your favorite app. What's your favorite online tool, website, or app to help you to maintain your focus so you can learn faster, or you can get things done and reach your achievements the best way possible? Put down after either now what you currently use, or look into the ones that I just shared with you and put your very favorite one, and let's share with everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow.